Hello, my name is Mike Johnson. I'm taking you on an inside and outside video tour of this really nice 2016 Ford Expedition 4-wheel drive. This is a very clean XLT with the EcoBoost turbocharged V6 engine. It's very quick, great acceleration, very fast, but yet it gets outstanding gas mileage. Now, I've had Expeditions over the years. I've even bought them brand new, and the old ones used to get like 13 miles to the gallon. That's not the case with this one. This gets like 22 miles per gallon. I'm going to show you a graphic of the official EPA fuel economy rating, and I'm going to try to show you a graphic of the window sticker if the system will let me. But this is a really nice Expedition XLT 4-wheel drive. We also offer custom option packages with, like, if you want Apple CarPlay and navigation or Android Auto. This already has a backup camera. We offer custom stereo installs. If you wanted to know about a custom stereo, you would go to crutchfield.com and see what stereo you like, and that's an additional cost. But if you're financing, it could possibly be included in your financing, depending on how your credit looks. Give me a call and we'll talk about it if you're interested in this vehicle and you're interested in upgrading the stereo. Right now it has a stock Ford Sync system. It's a very fully loaded XLT and it's very clean. We didn't find any accidents on this one, all original paint. Now, this was not owned by the crazy neighbor you have living down your street. This was owned by a government agency. It was actually a Riverside County government agency. The county of Riverside owned it, and so they took very good maintenance on it. They drove it for official use, assigned to a specific person or department, and they drove it really nice. It had all its maintenance done at the correct time, a lot of it by the Ford dealer. We have a clean Carfax on it. It's a very, very nice vehicle. So, as we're looking it over here, this one has the Goodyear Wrangler tires here with excellent tread. We're going to look underneath a little bit later in the video, but people like to see the tire treads. Goodyear Wranglers. These are not your cheap Taiwanese or Chinese tires. These are Goodyear Wranglers in great condition. This one's got the running board package, so it's easy to step up and get in and out. And because it's the Expedition, it's the large SUV. It's not the Expedition EL, the extra long one like a Suburban. This is a little bit bigger than the Chevy Tahoe, and it's a little bit shorter than a Suburban. So it was super popular when these first came out. My goodness, there was outsold almost everything else on the road. Ford Expedition, when they came out in like 1997, my goodness, everybody went bananas for these, and they haven't changed them that much. Before that, they had the Ford Broncos, which were two-door, like the O.J. Simpson Ford Broncos, and those are really nice too. I've had those as well. Ford, very dependable. All the Chevy guys used to make comments of what Ford stands for, first on race day, things like that. But this one, everything is working, everything looks fantastic inside. It's not all banged up. So this has the basic Ford Sync system with a backup camera and a digital display, all kinds of push button options, and it's got the electrochromic auto dimming rear view mirror. It's got home link programmable garage door or gate opener system, dual sunroof, dual visors. This is an Expedition thing, so nice to have shade when you're driving into the sunset or the sunrise. So dual visors, you've got a sunglass holder right up here. You've got a conversation mirror. So if you have kids in the back, you can have, if mom's driving and you got kids in the back, you can have conversations without turning your head backwards. Large center console here. You've got a auxiliary jack and a USB port to sync to the stereo. You got steering wheel controls, because this is the XLT, not the XL. It was government. Sometimes the government only buys the XL base model, but this is the XLT. Power windows, power door locks, power mirrors, fully automatic headlights. You've got fog lights, pull to turn on the fog light, push to turn off the fog light, and auto position. So the auto position means your headlights come on when it gets dark and they go off when the sun comes up. Automatic headlights on this one. This is your four-wheel drive switch. So you got 2 high, 4 auto, which is all-wheel drive, 4 high or 4 low. So if you're going to go up in the mountains and crawl over some rocks, it does have 4-wheel low range on the transfer case. Dual front and rear air conditioning, so it's actually 3 zones. You've got front air conditioning and rear air conditioning. Dual zone air conditioning. You can turn off the rear AC or on, and then the front AC is on right now. It's boiling hot outside, so we're enjoying the air conditioning. Because it's XLT, you cut out all those extra expensive features like sunroofs that probably make wind noise and give you sunburn on long trips. So cloth seats. So if you're wearing if you're a female or wearing a skirt and you jump in, you don't have the hot seats. You've got cloth seats so you don't burn your thighs and ankles. You've got rear controls for audio, rear controls for air conditioning. It's ice cold in here. Everything is working great. And you have a 3rd row seat in the back. 3rd row seating position. So this is got seating for 7 passengers. And the Expedition has a lot more leg room than other, like compared to the Ford Explorer, forget it. The back seat is for little tiny kids. This one you could seat some adults in the back seat. So you could easily carry 6 adults with enough room, or 7 with stuff a kid in there in the middle in the back, in between 2 adults. Very clean. It's black cloth interior. It's got carpet. The back seat carpet looks like nobody ever sat back here. Again, really clean. There's cup holders all over the place. There's no holes in the roof or anything like that. You know, sometimes government puts their radio antennas on top. We're up on the roof and they didn't drill any holes in it. So it's really nice. A government vehicle can be a big advantage because they're really good about the maintenance. And government drivers are not like some of the crazy people you've seen out there. If you're crazy, you're less likely to work for the government. Clever people work for the government. It's even got a gas card that you can't use anymore. I think the gas card has been deactivated, so you don't want to even try it. This is XLT, so it has aluminum rims. You've got the 6-lug super sturdy suspension, LED fog lights. Again, this is a turbocharged V6 with the EcoBoost. That engine came out in 2014-15 for the first time, and it really helps the gas mileage. Oh, this one, while we're here, it has adjustable pedals and telescopic. Look, pull this knob down and you can telescopic or tilt the steering wheel, and you can adjust the pedals. So if you're tall or short, you can get comfortable in the driver's seat. Under the hood, it's very clean, nice and quiet up here. You've got that turbocharged V6 engine, 3.5 liter V6 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost. The battery's already been replaced. The date code on the battery is 7 of 18, so that was manufactured July of 2018. So they probably put the battery in 2019. This had California license plates. This was owned in Southern California. So we're going to go on the test drive of this Ford Expedition. I'm going to point out I have 2 keys. Each key has the remote. This is a 4-wheel drive. Again, if you don't like the stereo that you see here, we can easily upgrade to an Apple CarPlay or Android Auto touchscreen navigation system. This is a 4-wheel drive. Right now we're in 4-wheel auto. It has a switch. It can go 2 high, which means you're running on rear-wheel drive, or 4H. I'm sorry, 4A is like all-wheel drive. 4 high is more of locked up 4-wheel drive for climbing in off-road conditions, severe dirt, mud, snow. And then there's 4-wheel low. So if you put it in neutral and you go 4-wheel low, it'll shift. Then when you hit the gas, it doesn't go very far or fast, because that's for extreme climbing over obstacles mode. You could use it to pull a boat out of the water. We're gonna go back in 4 auto mode. Now Ford's been doing these 4-wheel drive systems for many years. I used to have Ford Broncos, like the O.J. Simpson Bronco, and they had push button 4-wheel drive mode. They know what they're doing. They've been doing it for so long. Ford Motor Company invented the Model T. So they've been building vehicles pretty much longer than anybody else, and it's one of the largest vehicle manufacturers in the world. So this one does have a backup camera, although we're stopped at a stop sign, nobody's behind us. Backup cameras on a small screen. Again, if you need a big screen, that is available for an additional charge. Go on the crutchfield.com website and browse the stereo that you may like installed, and you can get a price right on their website, and we would charge an installation fee. We'll put it in for you. So we are in 4-wheel auto. You know, the advantage of 4-wheel drive, if you take it in the mountains and drive in the snow, you don't need to put your tire chains on normally, because the 4-wheel drive capability makes it not so necessary to require chains in adverse conditions. If you live in snow country, or if it's you live in Southern California and it's the first rain of the season, the roads can be very slick and slippery and slide you around a little bit. And so 4-wheel drive, you can hit the gas and you can maintain traction of the vehicle in these adverse conditions, which improves your safety, reduces your chance of an accident, and definitely reduces your chance of getting stuck in the mud or snow or ice. So we're about to accelerate onto the freeway. This is the 3.5 V6. You know, the older Expeditions had V8s, 5.3s and 4.8s, and my old Expedition used to show that it was getting like 13 miles per gallon or 11 miles per gallon. So we're gonna put some speed, pedal to the middle, and there's your speedometer. And we merge into the freeway safely. This one has passed the California smog inspection. It is government owned. It was well maintained. It has so much power, you just don't never really need to stomp on it. You can just drive it modestly, and that's better for your fuel economy. You have power or economy of being a small V6 engine. Let's go take a look underneath. It's California owned. It's not been in the road salt. We don't use road salt in California. That's your close look at your Goodyear Wrangler tires, your suspension. There's no leaks, no oil seepage. It's nice and dry underneath. No collision damage, no frame damage. Exhaust is intact. Oh, you've got a spare tire that's brand new under there, in case you get a flat. Your big towing package with a, in case you need to tow a trailer. Your rear independent suspension. The exhaust system, cross members, and stability anti-sway bars, and your tires and rims again. Not bad underneath. No mud, no rust. Looks good. So thank you for watching the video tour of this 2016 Ford Expedition XLT with the EcoBoost V6. Even in the back here, I got my cameras. It's in pretty good shape in the back. Now these seats fold flat for hauling your cargo or your Home Depot trips. Go to my website, mybestcar.com. See if this vehicle is still available. If you're going to buy it, your check is going to pay to the order of a buyer's choice. That's the company name. I'm in Southern California. My name is Mike Johnson. All our vehicles are located here in Southern California. Give me a call, 951-681-2101. Before we wrap it up, this also has the Ford touch control panels, so you can enter your code to unlock or lock or roll the windows up or roll the windows down. That's a unique feature to Ford. So my name is Mike Johnson. Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it.